This first phase of pregnancy, from conception to 12 weeks, is when everything becomes unhinged, really, honestly. And that is why the 10 skills were so important to start right away. Now, if you're a future father and you're seeing this and you're due next week, should you be listening to how the skills are applied in this first phase? Well, you can, because it will help you then understand in your mind what you might have known back then. And this is where the human mind is so remarkable. We are very conscious beings. We have a neocortex, this part of the brain up here. It's not emotional, it's rational. It's where our skills are. It's where we solve problems. It's where we think. We know that whales and dolphins have a neocortex, and the higher primates do as well. But we don't really understand their minds. But we do understand the human mind more and more and more. One is through MRIs and things like that, where you can see where the mind does certain things when you're doing certain things. But what we've always known about our human mind is that we are present time people. We're living in the now, but our mind doesn't always live in the now. It lives in the future and it lives in the past. We remember the past and we think about the future. So if you're due to have your baby and you want to go over the conception to 12 weeks and how the skills are applied, then you do that, because then in your mind you can go back and say, if I had these skills, this is how I would mature them. And that's important, because we learn from the past. And when we mature from the past and we live with that maturity in the present, then we bring those skills into the future. So when we look into the future and we go, I don't know what the future is, and I feel unskilled, then we feel as human beings very vulnerable to being hurt and to hurting and to feeling incompetent. When we are skilled and the future is still unknown, then we say to ourselves, however, I have these set of skills, and whatever unfolds, I am going to use those skills to the best of my ability. And that's important. So the first 12 weeks of pregnancy is the phase of chaos. Everything changes.